What's up, everyone? For anyone that doesn't know me, my name's Vince, or Vinny as some say, and this is my second year racing. I raced in the DC area as a Cat 4-5 last year, and I jumped up to a 3 this offseason, so here we are. I'm racing solo at this point in the year, and this is actually the third race of the year for me. I raced the Swamp Classic down in Florida. However, I had a little mistake with the GoPro. There's practically a gravel section that the race organizer just didn't tell us about, and my mount rattled loose during the gravel section. And then this happened. Look at my aero socks, by the way. That's the first and last time I ever wear aero socks. They kept falling down on me. So yeah, I dropped my GoPro, and they actually sent me a new one free of charge. So GoPro brought me over as a customer for life for that. No footage of the Swamp Classic other than that crap you just saw, which kind of sucks because I took second in the Cat 3 Omnium and I won the Cat 3 Crit. So it would have been cool to show, but it is what it is. So let's get to the race. We pick it up in lap number 4 here, and it's been pretty full gas from the gun. At the front of the race, you can see two I Ride for David in the white kit getting a small gap at the front, and if you look closely, you can actually see a third I Ride for David rider blocking a bit. He's allowing a small gap to open, and they told me after the race this was their plan, that they were trying to force a break immediately. Other guys have to go around, and you can actually see some guys sprinting at the front right here. So it's getting strung out really quickly. Lots of gaps opening, and all of a sudden people don't want to close them. It bunches up. Not good, because it's a very threatening break up the road. A lot of strong guys in it. I don't know the competition all that well, but I do know Jacob is up the road. And luckily for me, the guy in front of me takes up the hero pole, and I'm more than happy to get in this guy's draft. He's a Pursuit racing rider. He's crazy strong. Doing 32 miles an hour here. 500-600 watts in this guy's draft, so I'm sure he's working even harder. And we're going to see a lot of this guy. I don't know his name, but I was on his wheel for a ridiculous portion of this race. So we worked together a lot, or, hurt each other a lot. We have a big gap behind us, so he's bringing me to the promised land that is the break. And then off to the right, we're going to go by number 220 here. We're passing him right here. This is Jacob from I Ride for David. And I got to know Jacob really well over the course of the year, but this was actually my first time meeting him. And he's definitely the guy to watch this race. He started the year as a Cat 3 and finished as a Cat 1, so basically he's way too strong for the rest of us. And we have a breakaway formed. It is a big break. I think there are 9 of us right now, but a break nonetheless. And it is a bit confusing with all the lapped riders due to the nature of this course. It's such short laps that we're constantly passing lapped riders like the guy on our right, but I'm pretty sure there's 9 of us in this break right here. A little sketchy on the brakes as we come together there, but the break is established, so let's skip ahead. We jump ahead to lap number 8. I'm coming off my first pole here, and I want to count how many people are left in the break because I know we dropped a couple already. It's been a really hard pace so far. So it looks like there's 4, and then 2 from Pursuit Racing in the green kit, and yours truly makes 7. Wow, big effort to get back on this train. These guys are absolutely hammering right now. I see 5 solo riders, including myself, so we have a break of 7. Which is a little big for a break, but if you roll smoothly, it can work. My ideal breakaway size is probably 5, maybe 6 people. Any bigger and people don't usually work well together. Any smaller and you end up having to do too much work. But it doesn't take much to lap a field on a course this small. We do pass the occasional lapped rider, but the back of the Peloton is still not in sight. So look what happens when Jacob takes a pole here. Look at the guy 2 wheels in front of me. The Pursuit guy on the red bike, he's absolutely gassed. Look at his body language. His head's down, he's struggling to hold the wheel. We're not even 7 minutes into this race and guys are struggling. Meanwhile, Jacob's 30 feet out in front of us. And look at that, dude. He's flicking his teammate through, and he doesn't go through. I don't blame him either. I think I did 330 normalized for the first 7 minutes. So Jacob on the right here comes back and doesn't try and go solo. But he does give us a look. I think he's sizing up the competition. Also, he definitely says something to the riders behind, but I didn't hear it. I think he's making plans to thin the breakaway even further. So as soon as he senses weakness, I think he's ready to pounce. Now you're going to see us pass a bunch of lapped riders, and we're passing a lapped rider on the inside there, which is not where he's supposed to be. Unfortunately, there was a big crash in the 4-5 race, so this exact same thing. So if you are lapped, please listen to the race director's instructions, which was to stay the outside of the track. And then I took another pull here. Looks like I'm pulling around 350, which seems about right at this stage. We jump one lap ahead. This is lap 12, and we're going to see the Pursuit racing guy with the red bike struggling again. So I'm going to let this race audio play. Unfortunately, that acceleration will be the last we see of Mr. Red Bike. So we're down to 6 in the break. No teammates left in here, we're all solo, and this could work. We still can't see the Peloton in sight up ahead, but we're still hammering and setting a really good pace. And there are some seriously strong dudes in here. It's pretty crazy. Lap 16 now, and the Pursuit guy is coming off of his pole, and we're 11.5 minutes in. And this is starting to become a slugfest. It's hurting a lot. I've done 307 watts average and 321 normalized, which is a ton for me this early in the year. My legs are completely shot. I've used up a lot of my anaerobic capacity, and I'm definitely in danger of being the next guy dropped. If you look closely, you'll see our Pursuit rider buddy had to fill in a gap, and he slided back in at third wheel. So we're starting to get some skip pulls and mixing up the rotation. We have been rotating really nicely up until this point, but once you get too many skip pulls, the strongest riders in the group are going to start attacking. And Andre here, aka the Incredible Hulk in the green kit to the right of me, he's definitely tired as well. There's a gap opening up here. And the guy in the black kit takes up the pacemaking with a huge pull. I think he's sensing that the elastic is about to snap and people are getting tired. So, we're starting to get some skip pulls for the first time. So Black Kid is about to flick me through, and let's see what I do here. Nope. I think I say I'm finished. Oh god, this is hard to watch. He's pointing to the Peloton, and Jacob right on cue attacks. In hindsight, I should have pulled through, but in the moment, I just couldn't do it. And it wasn't really a strategic decision. I'm just going through an adrenaline dump, and I'm gassed. A different Black Kate rider just started to bridge across to the left and gives a look to the rest of us, probably to me. But nobody came around, which means the guys behind me are tired too. We finally get the Pursuit racing guy to come to the front and do even more work, and I'm gladly going to hop in his draft. So I'm still struggling here. I'm still on the edge. And he flicks me through, and I do take a weak pull here, but it's the best I can do right now. 250 watts, not good. I'm trying to conserve my energy because rule number 1 of riding a break is don't get dropped. You never want to be the first to end the rotation, but you have to do what you have to do to stay in the break. And immediately the Black Kit rider attacked. He goes for the bridge attempt and gets good separation, and Andre's not able to cover it. So, I mean, this is getting scary. We're getting close to being left behind. Green Kit goes for it here as well. And I stand up to accelerate, and my legs feel like bricks. And that looks like that's going to be it for Andre and I. But if you look ahead, mysteriously, the Green Kit guy just kind of sits up. I was really surprised by this. I thought he was going for the bridge attempt, and I talked to him after the race about this moment, and he said his heart rate was too high, and he knew he wasn't going to make it. So he kind of waits for us. And we connect back together, and my only words are steady. While Andre comes around for the big pull to help get us back in rotation. So the stage is set, and we have 2 groups of 3 chasing the Peloton. And if you look way up ahead, the Peloton is back in sight. They're right there. Now watch the pull that this Pursuit guy does. It's a hard acceleration. He's motivated to catch the field. And here's the group of 3 ahead of us. So I do have a little chat with him here, saying I'm tired and I'm weak, and please have mercy on me.
Dying, bro. I don't have my sluts.
Now we're gonna follow Pursuit Racing's pulls here. So we got his next pull, almost 700 watts in this guy's draft. Like, what is he doing? I mean, the Peloton's right there. We're 15 seconds away maybe, but this is the least smooth pull I've ever seen with exhausted riders behind. Another pull. smashing bro. I'll let the audio play on this one.
Dude, stop!
He gapped Andre hard, and I wanted to keep the three of us together. We have been splitting the course into thirds, but he pulled the entire last lap. And here's the confrontation.
You gotta take a smoother pull. Don't accelerate so hard. You're gapping us.
Yeah. Okay, I got it.
He's falling off too. Look.
Yeah.
Tired, bro.
Alright, so we're all on the same page.
Take the shortest line. Go on the inside.
He's got to ramp up his pulls rather than smash at the start, and we skip ahead to the next lap, and he's still gapping us. This time he's gapping Andre. I think he slotted in behind me after my pull. I have faith. The next one's going to be smooth. Another hard acceleration. 700 watts again to get back in the draft. Okay, this is the one. And this one broke the camel's back. He decides to go at it alone. I mean, look, I don't mind if you start at 350 and you gradually ramp it up to 700, but you can't smash at 700 watts as soon as you touch the wind and expect guys behind you are getting a good draft. It was kind of like he was mini attacking us every single time he pulls, and it's very annoying to deal with at this stage of the race. But I mean, he's also way stronger than us, so he's frustrated with us as well. So if you ever watch this, bro, I'm sorry you had to deal with me. You deserve to lap the field. Just try to be a little smoother in the future. And you can hear me talking to Andre here to catch this dude. I still believe. And sure enough, lap 32, 25 minutes in, we catch back up. We've been off the front this entire race since lap 4, and it's been a brutal FTP type effort, which is not my strength.
What do I do? You wanna shut it down? We can't make up 50 seconds. I know.
Okay, so we're definitely closer than 50 seconds, but we're probably a legit 30 seconds away. So we shut it down and we let the Peloton catch us. And coming into lap 37, the Peloton finally consumes us. The group of 3 ahead of us did make it. They lapped the field. And this is funny here. I actually don't know the rule with the lapped riders, so you can hear me asking if we finish on the same lap as them.
Does that mean on bell lap we got 2 to go?
So I didn't really hear him, but here's the rule if anyone doesn't know. The rule is that if a breakaway laps the field, we all finish on the same lap, meaning the Peloton finishes doing 1 lap less than the breakaway. I don't know if that's true everywhere in the world, but I thought I'd clarify if anyone was wondering. Shows how new to racing I am. I've actually never encountered this before. So we're coming into a preem lap here, so let's see how this plays out. Big money on the line. I'll totally sell out for 20 bucks. Or even better, maybe some bread? Dude, that's what racing is all about. So let's see if anyone's going to go for it. Big surge on the right. Others are going for it. I hop on this train, see if I can steal a preem with minimal effort. I mean, 1,000 watts ain't exactly minimal effort, but I can't help it. I'm like a dog chasing cars here. I'm much fresher than I was from suffering in the break all day. The Peloton was so much easier to hold on to. But don't quite have the positioning for this one, and Hulk takes it down. And now you're going to hear me asking about the rule again while the wheel is nearly chopped right in front of me.
Go for everybody? Yeah. Or just the front? We're not the lap guys. Well, we're not lap, we're the main Peloton.
And that brings us to bell lap. Last laps are all about positioning, and mine is okay, but I do need to be way further forward here. So I'm looking to move up, and Cat 3 races are usually not well controlled with lead outs at the front, so I'm hoping to move up late, and braking's never good in the last lap. I see this faster line moving to the left, and I try and hop on and get it going. But unfortunately, I'm kind of boxed in. And there's a yellow line rule, and I didn't want to do something sketchy on the inside, going for 4th place or whatever. So I wait for it to open up, and then I sprint, give a little dig on the outside, and I finish in 8th place, 5th in the field sprint. Not too happy with this one. My heart rate only got up to 170 in the sprint, which is not a whole lot for me. My max heart rate is 187, but it is a little cold, and I do get a lot fitter over the course of the year. But when I'm throwing it down, I can usually get my heart rate over 180 in a sprint. So unfortunately, I didn't really get to empty the tank on this one, but that's okay. We got the 1-2-3 race coming up. Stay tuned for that. And so, what do you think? I really tried to hang in there, but didn't quite make it. Congrats to the 3 guys that lapped the field, but it wasn't meant to be for me. The other guys were a lot stronger. So if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. If you have any comments, questions, or criticisms, I'll answer them below. I'm still pretty new to this, so I'm always learning myself. Peace!